Have you ever pondered the fall of the ancient city of Troy? It's a tale of love, war, and deception that has captivated history enthusiasts for centuries. In the beginning, Troy was a prosperous city, basking in the wealth of its trade and agriculture. Its strategic location, nestled between the Aegean and the Black Sea and the fertile valleys of Mount Ida, made it a beacon of affluence and power. Its strong walls, wide enough for people to walk on, and its brave soldiers made it a fortress, impervious to attacks. But tranquility was shattered when Paris, a Trojan prince, persuaded Helen, the wife of Greek king Menelaus, to elope with him. This act of betrayal ignited the flame of war. The Greek kings and heroes, thirsty for revenge, declared war on Troy. Their ships, like a swarm of locusts, descended upon Troy, laying siege to the city. The siege turned into a long, grueling battle that lasted 10 years. Day after day, the Trojans and Greeks clashed in a dance of death and destruction. Sometimes the battle would rage between two armies, other times it was a duel between two heroes. The scales of victory teetered back and forth, with neither side able to claim a decisive win. In this relentless struggle, many heroes fell. Hector, the stalwart defender of Troy, was slain by the invincible Achilles. But even Achilles met his end, succumbing to a poisoned arrow that struck his heel, his only vulnerable spot. Later, Paris, the prince who started it all, met a similar fate, killed by a poisoned arrow. Despite the death and devastation, the war continued. The Trojans, weary of the confinement within their city walls, and the Greeks, yearning for their homes, were trapped in a seemingly endless battle. The fall of Troy is a story of prosperity turned into ruin, love that sparked a war, and a siege that lasted a decade. It's a tale that reminds us of the high price of pride and the destructive power of revenge. Yet it also speaks of bravery, resilience, and the indomitable spirit of humanity that, even in the face of overwhelming odds, refused to surrender. In the end, the fall of Troy is not just a chapter in history, but a timeless tale that continues to echo throughout the ages. It serves as a poignant reminder that the course of history can be altered by a single act, and that the consequences of our actions can reverberate through the centuries. So, as we delve into history, let us remember the fall of Troy, a city that once stood tall and proud, only to crumble under the weight of war triggered by a love that crossed boundaries and a revenge that knew no bounds.